The road stretches as far as the eye can see. The engine roars, vibrating like thunder about to tear through the skies. The car brands we know today were not born only from steel, gasoline, and speed, but from hidden stories, impossible challenges, and moments that changed the course of engineering forever. Each emblem carries a legacy. Some began on the battlefield. Others emerged from unlikely ideas, from businesses that had nothing to do with cars. But all of them have a secret. Today, we're going to reveal 5 surprising facts about the world's most iconic car brands. Buckle up, take a deep breath. The journey begins now. Let's go! Fact 1. Volkswagen makes more than just cars. When I say Volkswagen, for many, this name brings to mind an icon of automotive culture. The Beetle, a car that dominated US roads in the 1960s and 70s, appearing in movies, TV shows, and even inspiring one of Disney's most famous characters, Herbie. But what few people realize is that besides making cars, Volkswagen also produces sausages. Yes, sausages. This is not a mistake. It's not a temporary marketing gimmick. Volkswagen has been making its own sausages for over 50 years, and believe it or not, sells millions of them every year, often surpassing the number of cars produced. This product even has an official part number in Volkswagen's catalog, 199398500A. Just like a bumper or a steering wheel, the Volkswagen Currywurst is part of the company's inventory. But how did a car manufacturer end up making one of Germany's most popular foods? The story begins in the 1970s when Volkswagen decided to provide its own food for employees inside its factories. But this wasn't just any meal. The automaker wanted to create something high quality that would become a symbol of the company. The result? A smoked and seasoned sausage, served with a special curry sauce, an extremely popular dish in Germany. But this sausage wasn't limited to the workers' cafeteria. It quickly became a national phenomenon, sold in supermarkets, football stadiums, and even airports. And although it's not officially distributed in the United States, some units have appeared at events and automotive fairs, becoming a coveted item for collectors and Volkswagen enthusiasts. As bizarre as it may seem, this isn't Volkswagen's only venture outside the world of automobiles. The company has also manufactured bicycles, boats, and even tech products. But nothing compares to the unexpected success of its sausages. A car can take you anywhere, but in Germany, Volkswagen also ensures you won't go hungry along the way. Fact to Lamborghini. From the fields to the tracks, the name Lamborghini evokes images of aggressive supercars, roaring engines, and speed that defies logic. Aventador, Huracan, and Revuelto, models that look like they came straight out of a video game but dominate streets and tracks around the world. But what few people know is that this story didn't begin on racetracks or in the garage of a visionary motorsport genius. Lamborghini was born in the fields. In the 1940s, Italy was still recovering from World War II. The economy was in ruins, and the rural population needed robust and affordable equipment to help rebuild the country. It was in this setting that Ferruccio Lamborghini, a young entrepreneur with mechanical expertise, began manufacturing tractors using repurposed parts from military vehicles. Yes, tractors. Long before challenging Ferrari, Lamborghini was one of Italy's largest manufacturers of agricultural equipment. And it was this very experience that led to the creation of its legendary supercar brand. The story goes that Ferruccio Lamborghini was a big fan of Ferrari and owned several of their models. But there was a problem. He believed the car's clutches were defective. Dissatisfied with Ferrari's response to his feedback, he decided to start his own sports car company. The result? In 1963, the first Lamborghini, the 350 GT, was born. Soon after came the legendary Miura, Countach, and Diablo, cementing the brand as one of the most coveted in the world. But here's the curious detail: Lamborghini never completely abandoned its roots. To this day, the brand still manufactures tractors, modern, powerful, and, of course, extremely luxurious. From agricultural machines to luxury supercars, the Lamborghini name rose from Italian farms to dominate the streets, and never looked back. Fact 3. Toyota, from sewing to the roads. Today, Toyota is a true automotive empire, a sales leader in the United States and the maker of legendary models like the Corolla, Camry, and Tacoma. The company has built a reputation based on reliability, efficiency, and innovation. But what few people know is that before dominating the roads, Toyota began its history in a completely different world: sewing machines. The year was 1924. In Japan, a visionary engineer named Sakichi Toyota was obsessed with a problem: how to improve the country's textile industry. At that time, most of the work was done manually, and looms, large machines used to produce fabrics, were slow and inefficient. Toyota developed a revolutionary solution: an automatic loom that drastically increased production and reduced waste. This invention was so innovative that the patent for the technology was sold to a British company for an amount equivalent to millions of dollars in today's money. With this money, the Toyota family decided to invest in a new and bold market: the automotive industry. This led to the creation of Toyota's automobile division in 1933, which a few years later would launch its first passenger car. The interesting thing is that despite the shift in focus, Toyota never forgot its origins. To this day, the company maintains a division dedicated to manufacturing textile machines, which continue to produce equipment used in the fashion and manufacturing industries worldwide. From cotton threads to carbon fibers, from fabric to steel, Toyota went from sewing to the roads and became one of the largest automakers on the planet. Fact for BMW: from the skies to the roads. BMU, three letters that stand for luxury, sportiness, and precision engineering. In the United States, models like the 3 Series, X5, and M4 have become symbols of status, power, and refined design. But the true origin of BMW is not on the streets, but in the skies. That's because before manufacturing cars, BMW was a company specializing in aircraft engines. The story begins during World War I, when Bayerisch Motor & Work was founded to meet the growing demand for aircraft engines. The most famous model from that era was the BMW EA, a 6-cylinder engine so advanced that it became one of the favorites of German aviation, providing greater performance and efficiency at high altitudes. But then came the Treaty of Versailles. With the end of the war, Germany was prohibited from manufacturing military aircraft, and BMW, without its main source of business, had to reinvent itself. The company began producing motorcycles, then moved on to sports cars, and the rest is history. However, BMW's past as an aircraft engine manufacturer was never forgotten. The brand's famous blue and white logo features a design that resembles a spinning propeller against the blue sky, a subtle tribute to its aviation origins. Today, BMW no longer makes aircraft engines, but its technological heritage lives on. The same spirit of innovation that once powered aircraft in the past century now drives some of the most advanced cars in the world. From the skies to the roads, from war to luxury, BMW redefined its own destiny and never stopped accelerating. Fact 5: Porsche and the creation of the Beetle. Porsche, a name that symbolizes performance, sophistication, and precision engineering. In the United States, models like the 911, Cayenne, and Taycan are automotive icons, blending luxury and sportiness like few brands can. But there's a detail in Porsche's history that few people know. The company was directly responsible for the creation of one of the most popular and affordable cars of all time, the Volkswagen Beetle. The story begins in the 1930s, when Germany sought to create an affordable car for the population. Ferdinand Porsche, the man behind the company we know today, was given the task of developing a vehicle that was affordable, efficient, and easy to maintain. The result was a compact design, a rear-mounted, air-cooled engine, and a rounded shape that would become legendary. The Beetle, officially known as the Volkswagen Type 1, was launched and quickly won over the world. After World War II, it arrived in the United States, where it became a cultural phenomenon. In the 1960s and 1970 seconds, the Beetle was more than just a car. It was a symbol of rebellion, freedom, and counterculture. But the connection between Porsche and the Beetle didn't stop there. When Ferdinand Porsche founded his own car company, he carried part of that DNA into his own vehicles. The Porsche 356, the brand's first model, shared several mechanical similarities with the Beetle, including a rear-mounted engine and an air-cooling system. The most interesting part: despite now occupying opposite ends of the market, one as a luxury car brand and the other as a people's car, Porsche and Volkswagen remain connected. Today, Volkswagen is the parent company of Porsche, bringing this relationship full circle in the history of the automobile. From an affordable car for the masses to a global prestige brand, Porsche helped create an icon before becoming an icon itself. The brands that dominate the streets today didn't always start where we'd expect. Some came from the fields, others from the skies, and some even from the textile industry. But they all have stories that shape the world of automobiles in unexpected ways. And if you enjoy this kind of curiosity, there's another video you need to watch: Common Cars That Disappeared from the Streets, models that were once part of our daily lives but for some reason were discontinued and are now rarely seen on the roads. The link is in the card, just click and check it out. And of course, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and hit the like button, because part 2 of this series is coming soon with 5 more incredible facts about brands you know, but not as well as you think. See you in the next video.